Hey, all you beautiful people. Today we're going to be talking with Samantha.
Samantha? I don't even know it's Samantha.
And we're going to be talking about photography and why it's important to your listing. So we're going to get a little bit of her history and why she got into photography and why she likes working for Shutter Zone. So let's get into it.
Again, the quality and composition time is good.
All right, guys, we're here with Samantha. She is our field manager and media specialist. She does all the training with all the new people. So I want to introduce you to Samantha here.
Samantha?
Samantha, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hello, yeah, I was born in Delavan, Wisconsin to Frank and Antonia Bellis. Grew up there my whole life and graduated high school at Delavan High School. Actually graduated early and then moved off to Arizona for a little while, and there's no place like home, so shortly after that I was back here in Wisconsin, our wonderful cheese state that we have here.
That light is always off.
And it bothers him.
One time, like, it wasn't attached to the...
Casey's always bothered that Jordan does not have a light on. Casey, do you feel better now that he's got the light on?
Actually, that's the only reason I stopped coming for a while.
I want to know how Samantha got into photography. Tell me your story. How did you get into it?
Well, photography.
Oh, geez.
Photography has actually been a passion of mine from a young age. I took photography classes in high school. Started with doing like senior photography, and this was all basically on like a cheap camera that was bought from, you know, Kmart, whatever store was back then that we used.
I get my boxer shorts at Kmart, Cincinnati.
I ended up getting into like weddings and events and product photography, and then it wasn't until 2019 that I met Casey Jones through a mutual friend, and from then I actually found my niche within architectural and interior photography, and I really haven't looked back since, just going all in on that. My favorite part about photography, my favorite part would be just being able to naturally line everything up to create this beautiful masterpiece at the end. It's just something that I feel like I have the niche for it. Literally, I remember Casey telling me that after a while, all he did was drop the tripod and boom, the shot was lined up. And it's at that point where I just walk into a house and like, I know the exact spot to drop my tripod, and I just look at the viewfinder and boom, like the masterpiece has already been set. So just, it's nice to have that experience.
But I want to know about your favorite piece or pieces of photography.
I have several favorite pieces. I gotta say the single point perspectives are my favorite because they do give that iconic monumental feeling when viewing them. And here are a few of mine. This and this and this and this one, and especially this one.
Great to see what that one is.
Yeah, right?
You guys probably know exactly which one I'm talking about because I share it several times a year.
One quick question I did have for you is what is in your bag? So I see we got a bunch of stuff sitting out here on the table.
So what is in your bag, Samantha?
So right here we have the Mavic Pro 2. It is my favorite drone. It takes some very nice sharp photos and video. And when that is out of commission, because you know accidents happen, I have this Evo right here. Beautiful orange drone.
Autel Evo 2.
Yes, that's what it is. We have a lovely phone gimbal right here. Stay tuned. We will have some reels being available in our products here shortly. We have the camera gimbal, which is the Weeble S. And then for commercial shoots, I do use this AD200 Pro, which is a beautiful flash that really helps bring out color in our photo shoots. And we have the lovely polarizing filter. So this helps remove glare off of floors and countertops, which really brings us to that magazine quality that everyone loves so much. These are our virtual tour cameras that we use out in the field. This one right here is probably one that you're more familiar with, that you see our media specialists out with. And this is our professional Matterport camera that we use on some of our higher end listings and commercial properties. And I'm a minimalist, so I use this nice small bag. I put my camera in here and some other equipment, and this is what I like to take out in the field. I'm not looking to break backs while I'm out there.
Yeah, I think she might be referring to me because I do break my back a lot. I got way too much equipment when I'm getting in the field. So good to you, Samantha, for at least being a minimalist in the field. I did want to ask you this question though, because we didn't really talk about this, was you do an amazing job with photos. You do a great job with training, but explain to me what we can do with our photos as far as the virtual end of it.
The virtual end of it, so we do offer stuff like virtual twilight, which is, you know, we take the photo of exteriors in the daytime and we convert it to look like it's a beautiful twilight. And the purpose of twilights is to really capture the eye of potential buyers and really draw them into coming and checking the property out. We do have virtual staging, virtual renovation, where it's taking everything out of the room. I know in some cases it's not the easiest thing to remove everything from a room in enough time, because we know the real estate industry is so fast paced and you want to get that house on the market quick. Use our virtual editing add-ons to remove everything from the room. We have clutter removal, which is just a small amount of things that need to be virtually removed, and we also have single object removal that, let's say you have a garbage bin outside that's too heavy to move, we can digitally remove that for you to really make the exterior photos or even interior shine. We are able to put blue skies in every single photo, and that's not just on exterior photos, that's inside as well. If it's a gloomy day outside, you can't tell from that on the outside or the inside of a property. We have anti-glare TVs. We put virtual fires in the fireplace, and I promise you that a virtual fire is gonna look 100 times better than the fireplace actually being lit.
I'm looking for a lens cloth, homie.
Oh.
He's like, for 5 minutes.
It's even better when you start flicking your fingers while you look, as if it makes it look like you're looking even harder.
What's your main camera that you use?
Oh, I have this Canon RP right here. It's my best friend. I got this lovely lens, a 15 to 35. Pretty penny for this thing. It's my baby.
Well, obviously you got into photography, but before you got into photography, what were some of your hobbies?
Oh, before photography, well, I was a stay-at-home mom, so it was a lot of just, you know, catering to my baby and doing his hobbies more so like arts and crafts and going to the park and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about a little bit of astrology.
Yeah, so, you know, now that photography is not a hobby of me, I actually find astrology fascinating. I don't know if you guys know, but the James Webb telescope recently went up and they actually produced their very first sharp image. So I'm thrilled to see all of the new things that we will be discovering about the universe in the upcoming years.
By the way, I am very aware of that, so if you haven't seen that, this is like our next like big thing beyond what the Hubble telescope has to offer right now.
And the Hubble telescope actually discovered the oldest star in the universe recently, and the James Webb telescope is going to be pointing out that soon.
Yeah, I did see that as well. What are your hobbies now compared to what when you were growing up? I want to hear about
Aside from astrology, my husband and I, we love to travel, and the way we go about it is actually just hitting the road with absolutely nowhere to go. So we'll pick a direction, drive several hours, and just end up in random cities in Wisconsin, and we've actually found some nice hidden gems around.
All right, we're with Casey, and I want Casey to ask her a few. Oh, really? This is how we're gonna do this? Casey, I know you had a few questions for Samantha too, so I'll let you ask those few questions.
Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Samantha, let me ask you something. Where do you get off? Well, one question I got for you, Samantha, is what do you love about Shutter Zone Media? Of course, I want to know that.
It is definitely the culture. I love being able to be a part of a community that actually cares for each other. The peer connections that I see that we make on a daily basis is so heartwarming. I see many of our team members actually being able to excel not only within, you know, architectural interior photography, but also within their own portraiture photography, or even any endeavor that they may be a part of. So it's that there's a saying that is, you know, a starving artist. I always say I am no longer a starving artist, and it is always my mission to make sure that everyone on the team also is not a starving artist.
Do you have any idea how much I love that? That's why you are where you are in the company, and why I stepped back and put you there, because you literally live and breathe what Shutter Zone was when it started. So I love hearing that. That's the exact right answer.
When we talk about goals, that is my goal, is to always keep that community sense within Shutter Zone Media, even as we grow to be nationwide, because I'm just a little part of Wisconsin. So to be able to bring individuals on who have that same mindset is going to be very imperative for Shutter Zone Media. And even within the real estate industry, they have that mindset too. You got to be constantly self-development and think about the partnerships you have with people on a sense of building relationships. And that's really how you succeed in today's society, is building friendships. People are all about localness, you know.
Yeah.
I want to know how you got in the new position that you're in now. So you started as a photographer. So tell me about your new position now, you know, at Shutter Zone.
Yeah, I am a field manager now. So I do a lot of helping people develop their own skills within this industry. And I work with people anywhere from like just doing this part-time as they venture into the professional media field, and people who are looking to do this more full-time and make this a career. And that is what Shutter Zone Media can be, is a career for people.
You took the Shutter Zone and you brought it to a whole new level. And like I sent in the messenger earlier today, like I'm so grateful for what you guys did, because being able to step aside and see you guys just take the reins and run heavily, you have done so much, and I'm so thankful for everything you're doing. I'm not even kidding. Like I come in and I see things around the office and I'm like, huh, quick start program. What's this all about? And I hear about you and Jordan and Jeff, and I walk in here today and you guys are having a meeting. So what you're doing for Shutter Zone is incredible, and I want to make sure that that gets in there. I can ask questions all day, but I want to make a statement because you're very humble in what you do. You care a lot about people, and it shows. So just know you're a huge part of this. Like seriously, you're so important.
I'm glad we had this discussion with Samantha today and introducing her. She's been in the field with us for over, what, 2 years now?
It's been about 3 years now, yeah.
So I guess my point of this whole thing is, if you are interested in booking with Samantha, now Samantha does do a lot of the business photography. Samantha, tell them about what you do and how they can get you know, in touch with you.
Yeah, so I actually specialize in commercial photography right now. I do a lot of work for remodel and build businesses. If you are looking to book with me, since I am the field manager, you won't find me on the schedule often, but all you gotta do is send me an email at samantha@shutterzonemedia.com, and I would be happy to get you into my schedule.
Book with Samantha, she's awesome, and she's trained and groomed a lot of great photographers within the field, so we got a lot of great photographers out there. We'll be interviewing and talking with those photographers in the weeks coming, so hope you guys enjoyed this segment. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace!